Hello and welcome back to another episode of Saving Scunthorpe, and we're back today in March, where we are still very much in the top 4 battle. I say in the top 4 battle, we're third, so very much in that top 4 battle. We've got a 5-point cushion behind us since you were last with us, which was when we lost to Liverpool and Man City. We've had a pretty good run. We had a 2-1 win against Tottenham, a 3-2 win against Hull in the FA Cup, 3-0 win against Fulham, a 4-1 win against Newcastle, 2-0 against Derby County, 3-0 against Wigan before we thrashed Everton at 7-2, a 3-1 win against Manchester United, a 1-1 draw with Chelsea, 1-0 loss to Arsenal, a 2-0 win against Norwich, a 5-1 win against Brentford, and most recently a bit of a shock 2-0 loss to Leeds. We come into this game today against Bournemouth. We're currently sat third in the table. And then we've also got Aston Villa in the FA Cup 5th round to look forward to. Have we got any transfers to talk about? We have not. We let Colin Falker go in January for 11.5 million. And we've let Kajus leave on loan. That's about it. We have recently had our youth candidates come through. And we've got a couple of good players in there in Vandermeer and Reece Parker, who look pretty good at this stage. It's very early days for both of them, but hopefully they can develop into very good players. And in the league, Man City have run away with it a bit. You've seen how little we've actually slipped up. They have just ran away with it though. They are now on 77 points and got an 8-point gap below them. We are very much focused on can we secure ourselves in the top 4, which I have to say, if we can do, would be an absolutely phenomenal result. And let's see if we can take a step towards that against Bournemouth. Our lineup today, we've got Izaguirre in goal, a back four of Raven, Cherenkov, Julian and Kolk. Edwards and Russell Denny is the holding midfielders with Milton on the right, Correa on the left, Danny in the number 10 and Ursulak up front. Moreno with a free kick for Bournemouth early on here. Goes over the top, but it's cleared away by Cherenkov. And then only as far as Kjilsen, who brings it back to Diaz. Out to Dango on the right. Ball in, Davidson. Puts Bournemouth 1-0 up. Davidson on the ball here for Bournemouth again. What have you just... Danny. For no reason whatsoever, we're down to 10 men. Brito with a goal kick for Bournemouth. Dango heads it down to Barincina. Raven gets a foot in but loses the ball. And Bournemouth are back on the ball. Scott to Davidson to Moncayo. Out to Dango. He's closed down but manages to get space. Transfer across here. Sends it in towards Davidson. That is absolutely horrendous from Izaguirre. And that is absolutely horrendous for us. We've reached half time and I've got no idea what they have done in this first half. We are definitely going to go and throw a bottle at Danny though, and then we'll send them out for the second half. Julian on the ball here as he plays it out to Correa on the left. That's a I don't know how that's ended up with Ursulak, but he misses the chance anyway. That was some very bad miscommunication from the Bournemouth defence there. Milton with the corner. Sends it in. Edwards is in there, but it's headed away from him. Julian with the bicycle kick. Cherenkov heads it over the bar. We're going to bring Russell Denny off for Darhan. Camden on for... In fact, no. We'll send Diaz on for Raven. And Tezgul on for Ursulak. Julian on the ball here. Plays the ball out to Diaz on the right-hand side, who gets into space. Pushes him into the box. Apparently that's a penalty. He definitely won the ball. But somehow, we've got a penalty. No, we haven't. Oh my god. Well, what happens now? They just get the ball back. We've given the ball away here, and Diaz has it for Bournemouth to Davidson, who's through on goal. Gets a shot off Izaguirre with a good save. But we need a much better performance if we're going to get through to the next round of the FA Cup, because Bournemouth have beat us 2-0 pretty convincingly, and I'm not really sure where those last two performances have come from. Well, we do have the FA Cup draw for if we do get past Aston Villa, and we would be playing Tottenham Hotspur in the next round. Having said that, we've also got another round before that. So if we beat Villa, we'll then play Salford, and then we'll play Tottenham. And to try and get as a result against Aston Villa, we have a lineup of Izaguirre, Raven, Julian, Nallo and Umanai, Edwards and Darhan as the holding midfielder, with Flores on the right, Leverstad in the number 10, Bjarnason on the left and Urzulak up front. In fact, we're going to start Tezgul up front instead. Kuhn with a free kick for Aston Villa, plays it to Vega and then back to Maseko at the back. Ball to Vega and then to Collado. Into space here, Raven gets a good foot in, and then ball comes to the edge for Ryan, who shoots and sends it just wide of the post. Boskov with a throw in on the right hand side for Villa, plays it to Kuhn and then back to Boskov. Cross to Clemens at the back, Rossetti to Collado, through to Joe, one-on-one with Izaguirre. Izaguirre with a very important save. But the team just seems to have lost their momentum at the moment. We're not getting into games at all like we had been. Joe with the corner kick. Izaguirre is out to claim that. And we've reached half-time at 0-0. And not a lot has been going on in that first half, particularly not in our favour. Well, we're going to have to make changes. Leverstad is coming off for Russell Denny. It's not ideal when we're having to bring him on, in all honesty. In fact, we might send Flores into the middle and Milton in on the right-hand side. Camden on for Raven at the back. Free kick for Aston Villa here. Peidusis with the free kick sends it towards Van der Haar, who catches it on the volley, and it's 1-0 to Villa. I don't know what is going on with our team at the moment, but they are not at it. Tezgul with a kickoff. What? I don't know why I'm saying with a kickoff. Umanai on the ball here. Plays it back to Nallo and then to Edwards. Finds Darhan, finds Tezgul, through to Bjarnason, who knocks it into space for himself. Puts us 1-1. We are back in the game. And now we're going to bring Urzulak on for Tezgul and Suarez on for Bjarnason. I know he's just scored, but he's injured coming into this game, so we need to take him off. 77 minutes. Aston Villa have a free kick. Clemens is stood over it. Goes short to Collado and then to Andreasen. Diaz through to Van der Haar, who gets into the box, and Izaguirre with an important save. We're going to bring Umanai off for Kolk now. And then, meanwhile, we've got a corner to defend. Diaz sends it in towards the far post. It's headed away. Umanai heads it away. How was that not leading to a highlight? Peidusis with the throw-in gets it to Vega and then back to Peidusis, who goes over the top. Izaguirre's there to collect it as a sweeper keeper. And Izaguirre is going to eventually kick this long, I imagine. Throws it out to what's Uman? I haven't clicked confirm changes. Umanai to Suarez to Flores. On to Milton, who plays it through to Urzulak, who turns, gets into the box. Suarez puts it into the empty net. It's 2-1 to Scunthorpe. Suarez with his first goal of the season, his first ever Scunthorpe goal, and we lead. Scunthorpe are going to the quarter-final of the FA Cup. It was a little bit dodgy, but in the end, we've got the win, and that is all that matters. I don't really know why, but we've still got to play our quarter-final, whereas everybody else has done theirs. We've got Salford now in 3 days. We're not going to do that on camera, so hopefully we will come back for the FA Cup semi-final. If we don't, then we've probably been knocked out and we're going to come back at the end of the season. If you have enjoyed that, though, please do leave a like down below. Can we win a second FA Cup with Scunthorpe? Can we get Champions League football? Let me know what you think down below. If you haven't already, go and check out my new TEW series. We're booking WWE. We've got Bad Blood already out on the channel. Go and check that out. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.